In the past week, two closed beta tests happened that are both a pretty big deal in the fighting game community. One is for 2XKO, and the other was for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. In the context of this video, I was invited to play the latter and get a feel for the matchmaking, netcode, and gameplay. With that being said, I'll be sharing my impressions about the game's combat feel and netplay, so sit back and relax as I go over my first impressions of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Let's begin with a little history. Marvel Tokon is being developed by Arc System Works, who are well known for their history of developing many notable anime-style fighting games. Think Dragon Ball FighterZ, BlazBlue Cross Tag, and Guilty Gear Strive. This is to say, they are pretty good at making fighting games and would be the best choice to develop a Marvel fighting game, aside from Capcom.
Awkward!
The beta had a tutorial that went over the basics of the combat system, like your movement, assists, and defensive options. If you played an Arc System Works fighting game before, it will feel familiar if you played any of their previous titles. Taking things like wall breaks, universal air dash, auto combo strings, and an active tag system, which are core mechanics in their previously mentioned titles. Unsurprisingly, combat feels very fluid and open, with plenty of room for experimentation. The game utilizes a 5-button control scheme that consists of light, medium, heavy, assist, and unique attack. The characters are wide and varied without the unique attack, but with it included, the way you engage in battle is significantly expanded. For example, Captain America's unique skill allows him to throw his shield and ricochet off the walls of the stage, and you can even press the button again for him to throw it back at a different angle. Storm can use the wind to push and pull her opponent and manipulate her projectile's trajectory. And Dr. Doom can throw out a shield that protects against projectiles and has a hitbox. Imagine the possibilities when you combine assists into the mix. This segues into the game's most unique aspect, that being the tag system. At the start of the match, you only have access to one tag partner. To gain access to your other teammates, you either have to lose a round or perform a wall break, adding another level of strategy and team building. How's the online? Marvel Tokon uses rollback netcode for its online play, which isn't much of a surprise since the pandemic. Rollback has become the standard for quality online play, but it's integrated with varying degrees of success. Fortunately, Arc System Works is known for having seamless online play due to their experience on Guilty Gear Strive, which has arguably the best implementation of rollback netcode on a AAA fighting game. In my time playing the beta, I played people from South America and Japan. The majority of my matches were problem-free, averaging 2 to 4 rollback frames, with smooth connectivity with my opponent. However, I did run into matches where it fluttered between 4 and 6 frames with some notable delay and response. Another Arc Sys mainstay is the lobby system they use. If you're familiar with Dragon Ball FighterZ or BB Tag, once again, it's practically identical in its functionality and its aesthetic, using a hub environment and chibi avatars, allowing you to interact with other players through direct messaging and private matches. Matchmaking could use some tweaks when it comes to its speed, but we can probably see this improved in another upcoming beta, since this is its first beta test. Overall, I was very impressed with how the dev team was able to apply what they learned in their previous tag fighters to Marvel Tokon. It has a very vibrant visual style that fits the style of a superhero tag fighter, and a combat system that has a good combination of player expression while being accessible and not overwhelming to learn. This is especially true if you're familiar with the dev team's previous work. I had initially expressed apprehension about a Marvel fighting game that's not made by Capcom. If you want to know more about my opinions on the initial review, I'll leave a link to the stream that I did with Rickrom, and if this video gets 20 likes, I'll post an edited version here on the channel. Despite my concerns, this beta test was able to quell my reservations and has me excited to play even more Marvel Tokon in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.